Hello students, myself Dr. Ahmed. I welcome you all to the 54th lecture of Mathematics 1. Students, in today's lecture, we will understand what is the meaning of surface integral and how to evaluate surface integral. So let us put the side heading surface integral. So let us define what is the meaning of surface integral. For this I am going to draw a small diagram, small graph. Suppose x, y and z axis are there. On this xyz axis, suppose I am having a surface, right? Let this surface be given by S. On this surface I will consider a small element. Let this element is given by ds. So surface is given by, this is the surface, this surface is given by S and ds is the small element of the surface, right? And let one normal I am considering on the surface, unit normal, which is given by n bar, right? Then surface integral is given by, then surface integral is defined as surface integral equals to integral over S f bar dot n bar ds, right? This is defined to be the surface integral. Integral over S f bar dot n bar, in between f bar and n bar we are having a dot product, then ds, right? This is called as surface integral. Now how to evaluate this? In the questions what will be given? F bar will be given, n bar we have to evaluate, one surface will be given. So here where what is S? S is the given surface. S is the given surface and ds is small element of S. Small element of S, and f bar is vector function. F bar is the vector function defined on S, right? And n bar is unit normal, to S, right? So these are the things that will be provided in the question, right? What will be given in the question? One f bar, one vector function will be given in the function given in the question, and we have to evaluate integral over S f bar dot n bar ds. So to evaluate this we need f bar, that will be given in the question. We need n bar. N bar is the unit normal. In the question one surface will be given. From that surface we can find the unit normal, right? Del, suppose if the surface is phi, if the surface is some phi, then unit normal to this n bar is given by del phi by magnitude of del phi, right? This will give you the unit normal, right? So to evaluate this surface integral, we can find f bar dot n bar, but how to evaluate this? What should be the limits? Because the given integral is on the surface, so this surface integral can be converted into double integral by taking the projection of this surface as either on xy plane or yz plane or zx plane, right? This projection of this S can be taken on xy plane or yz plane or zx plane, right? Then what will happen? This surface integral will be converted into a double integral. Suppose if we take, let first point I am writing here, let R1 be the projection of the surface S, right? R1 be the projection of surface S on xy plane. Then what will happen? This surface integral over S f bar dot n bar ds, this will be converted to a double integral over the projection R1 f bar dot n bar by mod, here first dx dy, because we are taking the projection on xy plane, so we will be having limits for this r1 will be the projection of S on xy plane. So we will get the limits for r1 to be xy. So dx dy f bar dot n bar by n bar dot k bar, right? This will be the formula for evaluating the surface integral when the projection of the surface is taken in xy plane, right? The same way if I take the projection, second point, if let R2 be the projection of S on YZ plane, if we are taking the projection of S on YZ plane, then what will happen? This double integral over S f bar dot n bar ds, this will be converted into a double integral over R2. Here first, because we are taking the projection on YZ plane, here we will be having dy dz, then f bar dot n bar will be as it is, then in the denominator we will get n bar dot I bar, right? N bar dot I bar. Here you observe that when dx dy are there, we will get here n bar dot k bar, and when dy dz are there, we will get n bar dot I bar. Third point, if we take the projection on zx plane, let R3 be the projection of S on zx plane. So in the first we have taken projection on xy plane, then surface integral will be converted to a double integral with dx dy and n bar dot k bar. If we take the projection of S on YZ plane, that is R2, then this surface integral will be converted to double integral over R2 f bar dot n bar dy dz, here n bar dot I bar. The same way, when we take the projection of S in ZX plane, then surface integral will be converted to this surface integral, this will be converted to a double integral over R3. Here we will be having dz dx, and here we will be having f bar dot n bar as it is, f bar dot n bar as it is, then divided by magnitude of n bar dot j bar, right? Remember that when dx dy are there, here k bar will be there. When dy dz are there, here I bar will be there. Here when dz dx are there, here j bar will be there. So these will be the formulae that we will be using for evaluating the surface integral by taking the projection of the surface in either in xy plane or yz plane or zx plane. So how to select this, which projection we have to take, that we will discuss while solving the problems, right? So these are the formulae that you have to remember. First one, and this is the second one, the third one is this, right? So we have to remember these formulae. When we take projection on xy plane, here dx dy will be there. When we take projection on yz plane, dy dz. If we take projection on zx plane, then dz dx, right? Now we will see problems related to this surface integral. Okay, let us see the first question in surface integral. See, what is the question? Evaluate integral over S f bar dot n bar ds. So one surface integral is given that we have to evaluate integral over S f bar dot n bar ds, where what is given? F bar is given. This f bar is given. F bar is given to be zi plus xj minus 3y square z k bar, and also given that S is the surface x square plus y square equals to 16, and this surface we are considering only from in the first octane from z equals to 0 to z equals to 5, right? So let us see the solution of this. So what we have to do, we have to evaluate this surface integral over S f bar dot n bar ds, right? For this, f bar is given. This is f bar. We need n bar. What is n bar according to the definition of surface integral? N bar is the unit normal to the surface S, right? N bar is nothing but unit normal to the surface S. So the given surface is x square plus y square equals to 16. So let us consider the surface as, let phi equals to x square plus y square minus 16, right? This is the given surface, x square plus y square minus 16. Now we need a unit normal for this surface. Already we have discussed in the previous classes how to find the unit normal for the given surface, right? If phi is the given surface, then normal will be del phi and unit normal will be del phi by mod del phi, right? We have to divide del phi with its magnitude, then we will get unit normal. So normal is given by, normal is del phi, right? What is the form del phi? How to find del phi? Del phi is nothing but I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Right here I bar, j bar and k bar, which is nothing but I bar into what is dou phi by dou x. See, phi is x square plus y square minus 16. Dou phi by dou x will be partial derivative of this complete thing with respect to x. We'll get 2x. So here 2x plus j bar into partial derivative of phi with respect to y is 2y. Then k bar into partial derivative of phi with respect to z. There is no z in that, so derivative will be 0. So what we'll get? 2x I bar plus 2y j bar. This will be del phi. Now unit normal. Unit normal is given by n bar, which is nothing but del phi by mod del phi, right? This is equal to what is del phi? Del phi is given by 2x I bar plus 2y j bar, and its magnitude is given by square root of 2x whole square. See, I bar coefficient 2x whole square plus j bar coefficient 2y whole square. So what we'll get here? 4x square plus 4y square. Now 2 can be taken out, so what will remain here? xi bar plus yj bar, and in the denominator also 4 can be taken out. 4, if we take 4 outside of the square root, then we'll get 2 square root of x square plus y square. That 2 will get cancelled. So what will remain here? What is x square plus y square? According to this, x square plus y square is 16. So what we'll get here? Square root of 16, which is nothing but 1 by 4 xi plus yj, right? This is n bar. So f bar is given in the question, n bar we got. So now we have to take the projection of S either in xy plane or yz plane or zx plane to evaluate this surface integral, as we have discussed. So these are the three different formulae. If we take projection of S in xy plane, then this formula we have to use. If we take the projection of S on yz plane, this formula we have to use. If we take projection of S on zx plane, then this formula we have to use. Now what projection should we take here? So we have to take the projection in such a way that we should be able to find the limits easily. Here if we take the projection in xy plane, we need the limits of xy here, right? If we take the projection in yz plane, we need the limits of yz here. If we take the projection in zx plane, we need the limits of zx here. So from the given surface only we have to evaluate these limits. So here you see, right, the given surface is x square plus y square equals to 16. From this only we have to evaluate the limits. Suppose if we take the projection of S in xy plane, then what will happen? If we take the projection of S in xy plane, then z will be 0. If z is 0, then we are not going to get any values of x or y from this surface, right? Instead of that, if we take the projection in yz plane, then x will be 0, right? In yz plane, x will be 0. When x is 0, we will get y to be some 4. So it is better to take the projection of this surface as in yz plane or zx plane. So from the surface, if xy are given in the surface, then we have to take the projection either in xz plane or yz plane. So remember students, if in the surface, if three variables are given x, y, z, then it is equal to take the projection of S in either xy plane, yz plane or zx plane. We are going to get the same answer. But if only two variables like x and y are given in the question in the surface, then we have to take the projection of S either in xz plane or yz plane, right? If we take in xz plane, then y will become 0, we will get the limits of x from this surface. If we take in yz plane, then then x will become 0, we'll get the limits of y from this surface, right? So here I'll take, let R be the projection of S on YZ plane. So I have explained why I am taking this YZ plane, right? If I take YZ plane, then let us see what will happen. Then the given surface integral over S f bar dot n bar ds, right? This will be converted to double integral over R according to the formula. This will be dy dz, because I am taking the projection in YZ plane. Then what will happen? F bar dot n bar by modulus of n bar dot I bar, right? This will be the formula for finding the surface integral if I take the projection of S in YZ plane, right? Then I need the limits of y and z, right? Before that, I'll evaluate what is f bar dot n bar and what is n bar dot I bar. So now f bar dot n bar, what is f bar? F bar is given to be zi bar plus xj bar minus 3y square zk bar. This is f bar. Dot n bar is given by, n bar already we have computed, it is given by 1 by 4 into xi bar plus y j bar, right? Now find the dot product. 1 by 4 into, you see, I bar dot I bar will become 1, so we will get xz, we will get xz here. Then j bar dot j bar will become 1, then we will get x into y, so xz plus xy. Remaining third, k bar dot I bar will become 0, k bar dot j bar will become 0, so we don't get anything in k bar, right? So this will be x by 4 into z plus y. So we got f bar dot n bar. Similarly, we will find what is n bar dot I bar. So now we will find n bar dot I bar, because in the denominator n bar dot I bar is there. What is n bar dot I bar? What is n bar? N bar is 1 by 4 into xi bar plus yj bar dot I bar. Now you find this dot product, we will get it to be x by 4, right? Because I bar dot I bar will become 1, then x will remain here, x by 4, then j bar dot I bar will be 0, so we will get only n bar dot I bar, will get it to be x by 4. If we find the modulus of this, then that will be x by 4 only, right? If we find n bar dot I bar and its magnitude, then it will be x by 4 only. So what will happen? See, in place of f bar dot n bar, we have to write x by 4 z plus y. In place of n bar dot I bar, we have to write x by 4. Now I need the limits of y and z. Since I have taken the projection of R in YZ plane, so what will happen? Since, or we can write like this, for the surface what is the given surface? X square plus y square equals to 16 for the given surface in YZ plane, because we have taken the projection of this in YZ plane. What will happen? In YZ plane, x will be 0. So in YZ plane, x is equal to 0, right? Then what will happen? When x is equal to 0, we will get y square equals to 16. So we can write this as y equals to 4. Plus or minus 4 we will get, but we will consider, because the given region is in first octant, so we are considering plus 4. Actually here when x is 0, we will get y square equals to 16, means y equals to plus or minus 4. But our region, our surface is included in the first octant. If you see the question, our region is included in the first octant. So in first octant, y will start from 0 and goes up to plus 4. So therefore limits will be, y limits will be from 0 to 4, and z limits are already given in the question. Z limits are, if you see the question once, z limits are from z equals to 0 to z equals to 5. So z limits will be from 0 to 5. Now let us consider this. We consider this as 1 from 1. So from 1 what will happen? Integral over S, the surface integral f bar dot n bar ds, this will become double integral f bar dot n bar is nothing but x by 4 into z plus y, this divided with n bar dot I bar. If I want to write this n bar dot I bar in the multiplication, I have to reverse this. So I'll get 4 by x into dy dz, and the limits for yz. So y equals to 0 to 4 and z equals to 0 to 5. So if I simplify this integral, then I'll get the required surface integral. So for simplifying this x will get cancelled, 4 will get cancelled. So what will remain here? This is equal to integral z equals to 0 to 5, right? Now what will remain? Z plus y. Here z plus y will be there. Integrate that z plus y with respect to y. So what we'll get here? Zy or yz plus y square by 2. Limits will be from y equals to 0 to 4 dz. So substitute the limits. Z equals to 0 to 5. Substitute the limits in place of y. What will get? 4z. So we'll get 4z here plus 16 by 2, right? Minus, in place of y we have to substitute lower limit 0. Both the terms will become 0. So we'll get 4z plus, so this is z equals to 0 to 5. We'll get 4z here plus 16 by 2 is nothing but 8 into dz. Now we have to integrate this with respect to z. So what we'll get? 4 into z square by 2 plus 8 into z. Limits will be from z equals to 0 to 5. Substitute the upper limit. What we'll get? This 4 by 2 will remain here. Upper limit when we substitute, we'll get 25 into 2 is 50 plus 8 into 5 is 40, right? Lower limit, both the terms will become 0. So what will remain here? 90 will remain. So the required surface integral value is 90 here, right? Hope you have understood this question. Let me explain this once again. So let us see the question. We have to evaluate this surface integral over s f bar dot n bar ds. F bar is given in the question. N bar we have to evaluate. For evaluating n bar, we use the given surface because n bar is the unit normal to the surface phi. So consider this surface as phi. Evaluate unit normal, which is given by del phi by mod del phi. Del phi we have evaluated, we got it to be 2x I bar plus 2y j bar. Then when we find n bar, we will get it to be 1 by 4 xi bar plus yj bar, right? This is n bar. Now I have to consider the projection of s. Because we cannot evaluate this surface integral directly, we need to take the projection of s either in xy plane or yz plane or zx plane. See students, we have to remember it carefully. We have to take the projection in such a way that one of these two terms will become 0. When we take the projection of s, suppose if we take the projection of s in xy plane, then z will become 0. If z is becoming 0, then we will not get any value of x or y from this surface, right? So that's why we better to take the projection of s either in yz plane. If we take in yz plane, then x will become 0 and we will get the value of y. If we take or on the other hand, we can take the projection of s in xz plane also. If we take in xz plane, then y will be 0, right? When y is 0, we will get the limits for x 0 to 4 here, right? So here I am taking the projection of s on yz plane. Then the formula will be, when I am taking the projection of s on yz plane, then we'll get this formula for evaluating surface integral. Here we need f bar dot n bar, that I have evaluated. F bar dot n bar, I got it to be x by 4 into z plus I. Also I need n bar dot I bar, I have evaluated that. I got it to be x by 4, right? And for the given surface x square plus y square equals to 16, in yz plane what will happen? X will become 0, right? X will become 0. When x becomes 0, what will happen? Y will become plus or minus 4, but our region is included in the first octane, so I am taking y to be plus 4. Then limits for y will be, because it is in the first octane, y will vary from 0 to 4 and z limits are given 0 to 5, right? So we have taken those limits and substitute the value of f bar dot n bar and n bar dot I bar. We simplified this and got evaluated the double integral and got the answer to be 90. So this is how we solve the problems related to surface integral, right? Okay students, in next class we'll see how to evaluate volume integral, what is the meaning of volume integral, and how to evaluate problems related to volume integral. That we are going to see in next class. Okay students, I'm going to end today's session here. See you in the next class.